Hello there, I'm Jimmy Vegas and welcome to the 16th video in a series of game development tutorials on how to make your own 3D platform game in Unity 6. This tutorial will be adding some randomization to our level. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay up to date with every tutorial I upload. Feel free to leave a comment and drop a like. I also have a Patreon page where you could help be a part of this channel, and you'll also find all the scripts and the assets to this series there too, along with plenty of other things. You can also now join as a free member. And now, on with the tutorial. So level randomization will add another level to your level, if that makes sense. So something different every time. And in terms of the range of what you can randomize pretty much anything using this technique in a level. I'm going to randomize one particular section, but then you can advance that much further and randomize any part of the level. So firstly, let's double click on one of the pieces down here. And the general idea is I want somewhere around here to be randomized, and I want it to be either one section, another section, or another section, or another section, 4 different types, I guess, or 3, whichever. And then you can do that with other sections of your game as well. Now, it does require a little bit of setup first. You need to make sure that every piece that gets randomized would fit into place to make sense of the level. And what I mean by that is you can't just have a piece here randomized over here and then another piece over here. So what we'll do is we'll take, let's take these 2 pieces, and I'm going to create a new game object. So let's go to game object, create empty, and we'll call this section 1. And it was this piece and this piece, and I'm going to drag and drop them into here. And section 1, if I turn it off now, you can see, there we go. That is one part that is basically going to be, could be randomized. But in doing so, we can now see that if we were to change any part of this randomized section, these gems would not make sense. So it's best to kind of move your level around at this point and make sure everything flows nicely. So let's place the blue there. Let's place this red about there. That's on top, isn't it? Yep, that's fine. And I am going to have this one about here, because there's always going to be some flaw here. Remember that if this is section 1, we can then duplicate that and create section 2. So by that standard, what that means is that I'm going to hold Control, press D on section 1. I'm going to rename that to section 2. And what I'm going to do is actually move it over this way a little bit. So if I now turn off section 1, you can see it's gone a bit astray there, but that's fine. We can move that. Oops. If we move section 2, move it a little bit further, does it? Yeah, okay. So what that means is that if we move that back to there, which is about there, I think. Is that right? I think it's about right. Minus 0.5. Yeah, that fits. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so section 2, what I'll do is I will expand it, take this bit here, hold Control, press D, let's duplicate it, and let's bring that to there, maybe. So that fits in about there. Obviously, you need to take way more time doing this. And what I'll do is I will take another section, this bit here, and I will bring it here to around about there so it clips together. Obviously you will do way more than what I'm doing. So that will be section 2. So now you can see if we turn section 2 off, we're left with that once again. So now let us do section 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this object here, hold Control, press D to duplicate, bring it to there. And I'm going to hold Control, press D once again, and bring it, snap it to there. So now section 3 is actually this bit here, and we'll stick to 3 for now, but obviously you can go a little bit further if you want to. So what we'll do is we will go game object, create empty, section 3, and then we'll take those 2 pieces and drag and drop them into section 3. So at this point, all we've done is set up the 3. I mean, you can go 4 possibilities, 5 possibilities, and so on. So we've now got 3 possibilities of what we could generate. We could generate section 1. It would look like that. We could generate section 2, it would look like that. We could generate section 3, and it would look like that. So in order to make this work, we now need to create a script which knows that there are 3 sections that you could randomly generate. So let's go to our scripts. Let's right click, create, and let's go to new script. And we'll call this random generate. And this particular script isn't exclusive to just these 3 pieces. You could reuse this script multiple times, even in the same scene, to create different sections. So let's open that up in Visual Studio. And the way we'll be doing this is declaring 3 game objects, as well as an integer to generate a random number to pick one of those 3 game objects. So as this opens up now, we can get rid of the update method because we don't need it. Get rid of the annotations, again, we don't need them. So let's declare our first variable. So serialize field, and it will be a game object, and we'll say path 1. And then if we go down, it should hopefully say, yep, path 2 and path 3. The next thing we need to do is serialize field, and this will be an int, and we'll call this generate number with a semicolon. So what we need to do is now say in the start method, generate a number 1, 2, or 3 that we can pick to place our random object. And to do that, we say generate number equals random.range, and in brackets 1, 4, close bracket, semicolon. So let's kind of unpack what this means. We're saying that we want to put into the variable that we have as generate number a random number from this range 1 and 4. Well, we've not got 4, so why have we put 4? Whatever you put as the maximum number here in the random range bit, it will never ever generate. It will always generate 1 below. So in this case, it will generate either 1, 2, or 3. It's saying the maximum is 4. It's just one of these little quirks of Unity. You just need to remember that if you generated between, let's say, you've got 9 pieces, you would put random.range and in brackets 1, 10, because it will never generate 10. That is the absolute maximum, and it will generate the one below as the maximum, if that makes sense. So because we have 3, we say 1, 4. 3 numbers in between. Perfect. So that now means that we need to say if generate number equals, that's double equals, 1, then do the following. Well, that's real simple. You say path1.setActive is true. Because we're saying if it's generated 1, because it will only generate 1 number, because it only runs once, because it's in the start method, remember, then we put path 1 in. So that means that we can actually copy those 3 lines of code, place them below, and say, well, if you generate the number 2, then put path 2 in. And then finally, if you generate the 3rd number, then put path 3 in. And it's as simple as that. And obviously, if you've got 4 pieces, you can do that again and again, and just keep going and going and going. If you've got 20 pieces that you want to randomly generate, you can do that. And the more pieces you have to randomly generate, then the more diversity your level will have. So let's save that script now. And I will put this script in the pinned comment or a link in description. If you have any problems, go down there, go download it, and it's all free. So let's head back into Unity and give it a moment just to compile. And then what we'll do is we'll attach this script to the scene and we'll set it up so as we'll be able to see the randomized level. There we go. So let's head into Unity and let me close these up just so as it's not quite as messy in the hierarchy. And what we can do is drag and drop it onto level controls. So random generate over here onto level controls, and then scroll down. And down here, this is where you set your paths. So section 1 is path 1, section 2 is there, and section 3 is there. And now, if we press play, we should be able to see at least one of these generate. Well, obviously we will see one generate, but then hopefully we'll be able to see another one generate. So if the level starts, let's see what we get. there we go. So we have got that generate. So it's the big long section that's been generated. So let's fall off. Let's go back into the level. Oh. That's because we've broken the sequence, haven't we? Okay, so let's do that. Obviously, we set up the sequences, and yeah, there's a lot more to unpack with sequencing when it comes to the levels. But don't worry, we'll get round to it. Let's make sure we do get a second piece. Okay, so it's generated the same piece. That's fine, because you're 1 in 3 chance of generating the same. So let's try once more. And hopefully it's not going to make a fool of me and generate the same piece. And we keep having to try until it generates a different piece, because it takes so long to start the game sometimes. There we go. So it's generated a different piece now. Awesome. Let's see if we can get the other piece. And hopefully we can. Are you going to generate it? Come on, Unity. And no, so it's generated that long piece again. Either way, we know it's now generating different pieces, so you can do that quite easily. And when I said earlier about generating pieces, randomly again, and using the same script, well, let's quickly illustrate how that can be used, okay? So let's set this up over here. So I'm going to hold Control, press D on this piece here, and I'm just going to bring it over here. I'm not going to make it part of the level, but I'm just going to say that there is one piece. So let's go game object, create empty, and then we'll have piece 1. And we'll take those 2 pieces into piece 1. I'm going to hold Control, press D. Just duplicate it, rename it to piece 2. Turn off piece 1. And piece 2, we'll make it twice as big, so we'll have all the pieces like that. And then once again, we'll do piece 3, hold Control, press D. And we'll take... hang on, I've done that too many times, haven't I? I have. So let's make sure I do actually get this right. It's the pieces inside that we want. So take them, hold Control, press T. There we go. So piece 2 now has 4 of those. And let's hold Control, press D again, turn it back on. And let's make sure that this is called piece 3. And it has multiple pieces. So let's take that and that. So that now has 6 lots of that. So we should either generate piece 1, piece 2, or piece 3. And like I said, using the same script, what you can do is you can reattach random generate, and it will create another version of it. And what you can do there is attach piece 1 and piece 2 and piece 3. Now this may cause issues depending on what version of Unity you use, generally because it is the same script, but it should work, and if it doesn't, I will show you a quick workaround. So at this point now, we should be able to see, if I scroll down, that these have indeed generated different pieces. And if we look over there, we can see that it did indeed generate that one. So remember, 3 and 1. So let's press play again, and let's see if it generates different numbers. So like I say, you can have this script multiple times in one single level, and it can theoretically generate an entire level this way. So we've got 3 and 1 again, that's fine. So it's generated the exact same sequence, but that's fine. Let's try one more time. If we end up getting there. Come on, Unity. There we go. So 3 and 2 it's generated this time. So you can see over there that it has generated that. So that is how you can effectively use the script multiple times to create multiple randomized parts of a level, and it's as quick and as simple as that. So next tutorial, what we'll cover is a new level, and we'll have some moving ledges. So we'll get to a point where we have to step onto a ledge, move further down the level to carry on. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay up to date with every tutorial in this series still to come, and I'll see you next time.